Where am I? Is this a dream?
Not quite, Murphy.
Then you're the big PI in the sky?
That's right, Murphy. But now is not the time for you to be here. There is a vast and malignant evil at work on the Earth, and fate, for some reason that even I cannot fathom, has chosen you to oppose it.
But why me?
I'm no more thrilled about it than you are. Nevertheless, your fate has been decided.
Tex Murphy. I'm a small-time private investigator in the big city of New San Francisco. My office isn't in the glamour districts. It's in the run-down, mutant part of the city, close to Coit Tower. A place they've been refurbishing for years, but it never seems to improve. Not exactly great for business, but it holds a strange attraction for me. I've cracked some pretty big cases over the years. You may even have heard of me. But I don't do much investigating anymore. These days, I'm known for being a man who gets things done, no matter what the cost. You got a job that pays? I'll do it. No questions asked. I can't really remember why I became a PI. Maybe I was drawn to the romance, adventure, and independence it offered. Or maybe because I believed in its code of honor. That a man can remain untarnished as others sink into a cesspool of lies, corruption, and greed. A man better than the world around him. Even a set of principles can slowly slip from your grasp. The world has a way of beating you into submission. Circumstances change. The guilty aren't always punished. Temptations become obsessions, and love can be violently taken, leaving you empty and hollow. Each day, innocence fades, and your character weakens. That's not all at once, but a piece at a time until you can't be put back together again. You finally realize the only way to get ahead in this world is to make sure you're on the winning side, and then do anything you can to stay alive. I don't know why I'm so reflective tonight. Maybe I finally crossed the Rubicon, but that's not true either. I passed that sign miles back and didn't even pause to take a picture. Maybe I just feel extra guilty tonight for what I'm about to do. Time when I would have never agreed to do something this despicable. I can't explain why I do this, but maybe Judas would understand.
Drag him into the speeder. Look, the top window. I think we got him. Let's get out of here.
Hey, you! Over here! Finally! What was all that commotion outside anyway? Wowza! You really got a hit on the head. Remember me? Your old pal Huck? Seriously, you look clueless.
Who or what are you?
Geez, how hard did you hit your head? Well, let me reintroduce myself. I'm your Smart Alex, your personal assistant, version 1.5, fashioned 3 years ago in a factory with truly horrible working conditions you don't want to know. I'm your trusty, tech-savvy sidekick whose primary functions include travel agent, inventory tracking and analysis, investigative advice, case notes, and I'm also a confidant and a best buddy, you gigantic oaf. Remember?
Not really.
Would you like a tutorial on my usage? Activating tutorial mode. Let's begin. Welcome to the Smart Alex interface. This is where the magic happens. This button takes you to your inventory. Items you pick up along the way can be viewed and used from here. To take a closer look at an item, select it and then click the Examine icon. The Examine feature often gives clues about the object. This is your map, where you can view your current location or warp to other locales. This icon is our handy-dandy built-in hint system. It will list tasks for each location. This is your flashlight. If you are in a particularly dark environment, you can turn on this flashlight to help you out. If you're playing in casual mode, when the beam of light from the flashlight shines on an object that needs to be picked up, the object will sparkle. This is the Look icon. If you want to look at an object without interacting with it, press this icon.
More furniture I don't recognize.
The Use icon allows you to interact with an object in the environment. The Smart Alex icon will flash in the corner, confirming an item has been picked up and placed in the inventory. To exit out of the Smart Alex game interface, click on the giant X in the middle. Let's start by picking up an item to add to the inventory. Walk over to the corner shelf and pick up the broken record.
Oh man, my Gene Autry record's broken in two.
Now let's take a look at this new addition in your inventory. Return to the Smart Alex interface and click on the inventory icon. Look, the broken record. Examine the broken record to hear a clue about what to do with it.
I'll need some glue to repair this broken record.
Exit your inventory by clicking the X in the upper right corner. Well, let's try picking up another inventory item. Navigate to the desk and pick up the bottle of glue.
It's a bottle of stupid glue.
Now open your inventory again. You now have both the broken record and the bottle of glue. Let's try combining your two inventory items. Select the broken record and drag it to one of the combination slots below. Now, select the glue and drag it to the other combination slot. I'm experiencing a sensation altogether new to me, and frankly, I love it. Success! You have now created a vinyl record.
Well, I definitely remember my Gene Autry record. It's my one stability in this crazy world.
Try using the vinyl record on your Victrola player in your office. To use an inventory item, simply point at the target, open the inventory, select an item, and then press the Use icon.
I close my eyes.
Gene Autry, the singing cowboy. Nice choice of music. One more thing. To access the pause menu, simply hit Escape. From here, you can save your game, access the main menu, explore the help section, or quit the game. Yep, that's all there is to it. Now let's get back to your actual case.
You have a fax. You have a fax.
This desk is so I don't have to solve crossword puzzles on the floor.
You have a fax.
I don't remember my office furniture being so nice. What happened?
You have a fax.
Salsa dancing is a Murphy family tradition. What on earth is this amount of cash doing in my office? If someone was trying to hire me to do something, it probably wasn't legal. I better put this away until I know exactly why it's here.
You have a fax.
Well, it's another Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic, Key Lime Largo. I'll put this in my comic book rack. Oh boy, a fax. Oh boy, a fax. When things get slow in the detective business, I've always been able to fall back on my skills as a dance instructor. One of my golf partners, Old Bogey we call him. Oh man, this record's broken in two. Blue's always useful.
I gotta admit, sometimes when you play God, things turn out okay.
Well, I definitely remember my Gene Autry record. It's my one stability in this crazy world. No messages on the vid phone. An article on the Russian white movement. Am I truly so bored I'm reading Russian history? Looks like somebody's wiped my computer clean. Ah, the Colonel. He was my first real mentor in the PI business, and here he is giving me a helpful tip.
Because apparently you never learned the first rule of a PI. And never, ever betray your friends. Now, friendship goes beyond blood and race and politics. You gotta find out who your friends are, then you hold on to them.
I always get the chill of fear down my spine whenever I think of him. That's a drawer. These are my credentials. They don't just give this to anyone. You have to pay a fee. These are my credentials. They don't just give this to anyone. You have to pay a fee. Oh, man. My Richie Havens signature guitar signature disappeared. That'll teach me to get an autograph with a dry erase marker. That's a drawer. That's a drawer. I sure don't remember how these holes got in the wall. They look fairly recent, judging from the debris. Who would have done this? And why? These are the fedoras I've collected over the years, and I take great care of them. Hey, one of these has a hole in it. How did that happen?
Old trusty sidearm. Been with me since the beginning. You want some of this, huh? Bam, bam! Hey, bam, bam, bam! Bam! Bam, bam! Bam! And you!
Hey, Sonny, can you help me out? My girlfriend threw my gun out of the window. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just pick it up and, Hey, don't point that thing up here. That's not a toy, you know. Oh, my hell. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. So it wasn't a horrible dream. There are gun shell casings and a shot-out window above the electronics shop. I know I'm involved, but how? I should investigate the area and then find out if anybody else heard the commotion. Chelsea's newsstand is completely abandoned. I need to find out what happened to Chelsea.
Where's he shooting from? Look, the top window. I just shut out our headlights.
I remember speeder headlights coming down the alleyway. It's the Wardenclyffe Tower, a Nikola Tesla invention. I have the strangest feeling this is related to a case I was working on. It's the Wardenclyffe Tower, a Nikola Tesla invention. I have the strangest feeling this is related to a case I was working on. Motor oil, the secret ingredient to Louis' Armageddon blend. Louis' usually up at this time. I should ask him if he heard anything.
Where is he? He's up at the window. I think we got him.
Someone was shooting from the top of the electronics shop. This photo was taken from the top floor of the electronics shop. Who's over there spying on me?
He's injected himself. I don't care. Drag him into the speeder.
I think someone was getting abducted. Well, looks like the dumpster escaped unscathed. It's closed. It's a Mike and Ike Hammer Candy comic, Citizen Candy Cane. It's a Mike and Ike Hammer Candy comic, Citizen Candy Cane. It's an electronics shop now, but it once was a boarding house for some of San Francisco's most notorious smugglers and petty criminals.
Looks like Louis at the Bruin Stew is preparing to open up shop. You should go talk to him. Maybe he heard something.
It's closed. Whoa, it's a picture of me at my office. Someone's been spying on me from the top floor of the electronics shop. It's the Wardenclyffe Tower, a Nikola Tesla invention. I have the strangest feeling this is related to a case I was working on. Well, I definitely remember my Gene Autry record. It's a note from my old friend Archie Ellis. Apparently he's out of town doing some research. When he returns, I'll need to ask him about the case we're working on. Behind Rook's pawn shop is a dirty, ugly alcove that reminds me a lot of Rook himself. I remember the day I came back to my office to that grisly sight. I tried for an hour to get Pug's head out of the water cooler, but it was no dice. The police showed up and thought about grilling me until they realized Pug was a mutant. And it was like they couldn't care less. I guess people are a little apprehensive about taking that bottle back for deposit. Too bad this zipline trolley is broken. It's missing a wheel. Inspector Burns finally opened his own barbecue joint. I bet it tastes just like arson in your mouth. It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later. It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later. Being part of a historical landmark is not really helping my midlife crisis. If a bell is on the front desk, I could ring it and talk to the clerk. Heck, Malden. That buffoon always got credit for cases I solved. Well, this is a flashy new neighbor. Sapphire, eh? That sounds like a fun new neighbor. Needs a key. Needs a key. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. Needs a key. Oh, I had this door permanently sealed as it opened directly into my bedroom. People thought that was awfully presumptuous of me. Door. If a bell is on the front desk, I could ring it and talk to the clerk. Some pretty intense staring contests have been held right here. Nice speeder, and it's parked in my favorite handicap spot. It's closed. Chelsea's newsstand is completely abandoned. I need to find out what happened to Chelsea.
I'm no detective, but you need to find a way to get up to the second floor of the electronics shop. You know, like a ladder?
It's an electronics shop now, but it once was a boarding house for some of San Francisco's most notorious smugglers and petty criminals.
I'm pretty sure every one of your cases involves the Snow White warehouse somehow.
It's locked, and I need to find a way to open it. Needs a key. Looks like a swipe card reader. It's closed. Most businesses on Chandler Avenue won't open until later. It's locked, and I need to find a way to open it. Needs a key.
Good evening, ladies and charms. I'm your entertainer tonight, Mr. Franco Spinoza. I'm going to be playing some songs that I know you'll love. Listen to this one. Hard and cold, it's what it does to me. Hot and cold, the shower sprays on me. La la, hey, la la la, to hell with it.
Whoa, it's a picture of me at my office. Someone's been spying on me from the top floor of the electronics shop. No one knows these back alleys of Chandler quite like me. Mike and Ike Hammer, murder my sweet.
He's up at the window. I think we got him.
Someone was shooting from the top of the electronics shop. Another Mike and Ike Hammer. Candy Cane Confidential. It's a Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic, The Sweet and Sour Lady. I'll put this in my comic book rack back at the office. I'm here to see my pal Louie, but I see a pretty brunette at the counter. I have the feeling she recognizes me, but I have no idea who she is.
Well, hello, stranger.
Hey, did you happen to hear any gunshots last night?
I did. Was that you?
Why would you think it was me? I think someone was getting abducted.
You look like you need a little pick-me-up. Want some coffee?
Yeah, that'd be great. Make it the Armageddon plan. Just a titch of...
I know how you like it. Like your women. Full of liquor.
Whoa. A little early for that.
Really? The way you hold your liquor, I just assumed you always got an early start.
Oh, you would have loved me a year or so ago.
I'll bet I would have. Is that blood? Oh, hush. You're not picking fights again.
Maybe we should introduce ourselves.
You do, huh? In the mood for a little role-playing? Who do you think you are? Please, I'm late. I got a new extension at work. I'll send it to your smart Alex. Please, go see Dr. Donahue at the North Hill Clinic. Call me after and tell me what she says about that noggin of yours. See you, Uncle Louie.
See you, Taylor. Mr. Murphy, what are you doing here?
Louis, you look great. I hardly recognized you. I mean, how did you lose so much weight so fast? Is it some sort of hypo-lipo session?
I've been this weight for some time now. You just never noticed.
Mr. Murphy. Come on, Louis. What happened to Moith?
Is there something I can do for you? Because if not, I got stuff to do in the back.
Hey, tell me who that woman was who just left here. Why does she act like she knows me?
Why you gotta be like that? You know Taylor. A little too well, you ask me. You drunk again? I told you. You ain't allowed in here. You've been drinking.
Well, I don't feel drunk. It's just my brain's a little foggy.
What happened to your head?
I don't know. I woke up on the fire escape. I go into my apartment and everything is different. The street, Chelsea's newsstand, you. Everything is completely different. I mean, I don't know whether I'm tripping here or having a bad dream or something.
What's the last thing you remember before you woke up?
I don't know. Something with Chelsea.
Chelsea? What day do you think it is? No, hold on. What year do you think it is?
What year? Are you serious? It's 2043.
Oh, jeez. Look at that calendar. Over there? On the fridge?
2050. What the hell's going on here? Last night, Chelsea and I went to the Golden Pagoda.
I think the wording was... Look! Somebody has stolen our car. I mean, here I am, my speeder's stolen out here, I'm sitting on a great...
Oi! Would you guys like a lift to the cop shop?
No, we'll walk.
He's really just trying to do us a favor.
Chelsea, I'm getting a really bad feeling about this. It's like some sort of deja vu.
Fabergé World Tour, the most exotic and exquisite exhibit of...
Who's your mate?
Oh, that's Tex. He's having a very bad day.
That true, Tex? Oh no, everything's just going peachy. Well, things could get worse, huh?
He shot me. He shot both of us. He shot me. There's nothing. Why isn't there anything?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Mike. It wasn't last night. It was 7 years ago.
What the hell is that?
Looks like you got injected with something. Maybe that's what's messing with your head. Maybe it's that goose egg. Either way, buddy, you gotta see a doctor.
Your niece, Taylor, she said something about a doctor at the North Hill Clinic?
Ah, Kate Donahue. She's a friend of Taylor's. She's real good. I'll bet she can fix you up.
Doctors, but I guess I should go get this checked out and find out if there's anything seriously wrong.
You shouldn't be driving in your condition. I'll call you a cab. We don't get too much of that stuff around here anymore. Cops have been good about cleaning things up. I got no idea who would have been doing the shooting or getting taken. It sure is good to have the old knife back. I don't want to get all mushy, but I missed you, Mike. Clint's done a real nice job, don't you think? Good to see the neighborhood getting fixed up. I don't got a ladder. You might want to check at the Golden Gate Hotel. They've been doing a bunch of renovations. You know, I love Chelsea like she was my own daughter. I still miss her, even after all this time. I like that Archie fella. Real friendly. Don't always understand what he's talking about, but hey, different strokes for different folks, right? Yeah, nice to have some fresh blood here on Chandler Avenue. Not really the kind of place I do a lot of shopping at, but some folks seem to like it fine. I forget. You don't remember nothing about Taylor. She works for the Bay City Mirror, does a lot of investigations, and she's a real peach. Sweet, smart, funny. I wasn't too happy that you and her were spending time together, but maybe she was seeing through all that tough guy stuff. She's good that way. No, me? I'm just the same as always. Just a little less of me than I used to be. I wish I could tell you everything you can't remember, but I don't know much. You and Chelsea went missing, and then you showed up out of nowhere a few weeks later. A couple of days after, you was gone again. I only saw you a few times after that. A couple of years went by, and then you came back, and something bad had happened to you. I don't know what, but it made you hard and mean, and you just got worse. Got to where I didn't even want you around anymore.
I can't go to the North Hill Clinic, not now. I need to investigate the crime scene to find out what happened before the police arrive.